Rojas learned he will spend the rest of his days in a Florida state prison for shooting a JSO detective 4 times in 2016. Rojas, who was 19 at the time, was driving erratically on Collins Road. The detective, who had his young son in the car, attempted to pull Rojas over. Rojas then got out of his car and started shooting at the detective. Some of the bullets hit the windshield just inches from where the detective's child was sitting. Wednesday, that detective, who we're not identifying, had strong words for the young man who tried to kill him.
If there was a coward on that day, it was Kevin Rojas.
The detective finished his statement with this.
When you shot me, even though you shot me 4 times, when I returned fire and I brought the fight back, you started to run like a coward. That's all you did, is run like a coward. So I got a little gift for you. You're gonna need a lot of this where you go on, little man.
The detective then set a bottle of lotion on the stand. Rojas was asked by the judge if he had any words for the court, and Rojas said no. He also declined any witnesses to speak on his behalf. And Rojas' attorney, he did motion for a new trial. That motion was denied. And Rojas, he has 30 days to appeal his case. In downtown, Bridget Matters, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, this story right here is about a young Jacksonville man who basically gets mad at his girlfriend. Probably one of these little privileged type of pricks. But he got mad at his girlfriend, some kind of argument, something happened, and he went and stole a truck. And there's a high-speed chase involved because the deputy that he shot was in his car taking his daughter to school. And he seen this guy and pulled him over because, you know, even though he was taking his daughter to school, he's still the police. So he seen the guy driving all erratically and pulled him over, and a shootout occurred, and things went to hell from then there. So I'm going to read a snippet from this story, and I will give my opinion surely as we go. A Florida man who repeatedly shot an undercover cop was sentenced to life in prison Wednesday, and the officer held up a tube of KY jelly. Yes, you heard me right. You heard me right. The officer held up a tube of KY jelly in court to taunt the felon about his soon-to-be life behind bars, according to the report. Now, that's something right there. You sit up in here, you get into it with the police, you shoot at him, then he come to court, testify against you, and while he testify against you, he gonna sit a big-ass thing of KY jelly up on the stand so you can see what your days is gonna be like in prison, because it's not like he's big like Debo or got a good size on him, and some of them be punks in jail in prison also too. So it's really about your size, about the heart that's in the person, you know, about the fight that's in the tiger. But you can look at this little guy and tell he's not gonna be able to fight his way out of a wet paper bag. He's not gonna be able to even fight a gnat off his ass. So how the hell you gonna fight what's the guy, Fleece Johnson, you know, the booty warrior, when he said I like you a lot, I want you. Now, how you gonna fight somebody like that? And you got a life sentence. You gonna be somebody bitch in there, boy. You better make sure, if anything, you better tell the judge let you get that KY jelly. All jokes aside, because you gonna catch hell up in there. Y'all get mad at me if you want to, but hell, I ain't the one shot at the damn police. He the one shot at the damn police now. The officer said, "You are going to need a lot of this." The officer who was not named, said to Kevin Rayos, 21, while holding up a container of the lubricant during Rayos' sentencing, the Florida Times-Union reported. The officer refused to comment to the newspaper when questioned about the KY jelly. It speaks for itself. I don't have to say shit. You know damn well why I got the KY jelly there. Now, Rayos was found guilty by a jury in October of attempted first-degree murder. Damn. Attempted manslaughter, 2 counts of aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer, Grand Theft Auto GTA Part 6, and fleeing in connection to the 2016 incidents. Rayos looked smug when the officer, a former Army soldier, called him a coward in court, according to the newspaper. This is what was said right here. "I would take those bullets instead of a fellow officer in an innocent bystander," the cop said during the sentencing, referring to the shooting incident, according to the Florida Times-Union. When I brought the fight back to you, you ran like a coward." You know, they sound just like a Marine. He must have been a Marine or something, because he said, when I brought the fight back to you, you ran like a coward. So let me get this straight right here. Now, I'm not condoning what this guy did. What the guy was supposed to do, just stand there and have a whole shootout with cops and more cops gonna come. It's not like more of him gonna come. So shit, he in his mind, he better run, because they gonna come out with that street sweeper, and it's gonna be all over with. So I understand why he took off running, because you'll be a damn fool. Number one, he was a fool anyway for stealing the vehicle because he mad at some damn girl, because his ass gone doing life now and she in bed with somebody else right now, beating the brakes off of her right now. So I don't understand why guys do that. You better think. You know what I'm saying? Who says that? Aretha Franklin. You better think. Anyway, he said, when I brought the fight back to you, you ran like a coward. Shit, he better run, because it would have been bullets going everywhere like on the Matrix. There ain't no way in hell he gonna be able to do all that shit right there like Neo and them. But anyway, the incident unfolded in March 2016 when Rayos of Jacksonville took off in a car and began driving erratically after firing a gun following a fight with his girlfriend. A damn girl. All this over a damn girl. But that coochie make guys do some strange things. I'm telling you, they'll put their life on the line for that nookie. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, they'll die for that nookie. They'll cry for that nookie. They'll go to prison for life for that nookie. Crazy. The officer who was taking his child to school at the time decided to pull Rayos over after noticing the wild driving. That's when Rayos opened fire through the windshield of the officer's car, striking him 3 times, including in the face, according to the newspaper. The cop's son, he had a son and not a daughter, was unharmed. Rayos made a run for it, stole a truck, stole another vehicle, and fled the scene, racing back to his neighborhood, according to the report. He was shot after police officers zoned in on him. The officer said in court that the incident changed his life forever. Yeah, I bet it will, because when you get shot at, your whole perspective of life changed. You might say, this ain't the job for me. It ain't the job for me, but this guy kind of tough. I guess the cop was, he been in the army and all that. So he was pretty, used to gunfire. But it's different when you have your child there with you and you under fire, because a lot of us can speculate and say a lot of things, but until you've been in that circumstance, in that situation, you don't know what you're going to do and how you're going to respond after, It would never be the same, the detective said, according to News 4 Jackson. JAX, I mean. It only took for me to look away for 1 second and he was already on top of me, trying to kill me. Rayos did not speak during the sentencing, and his family left the courtroom in tears, according to reports. Yeah, they left for tears because they know their damn son about to get his ass well out in prison. Excuse my French, excuse my language and all that, but I tell you this right here. That little guy gonna catch hell in there, because guess what? He going to jail, well, not jail. He going to prison with this rap on him for attempted murder of a police. Don't you know how them guards is gonna look at him? They gonna look at him like bait up in there, just like you throwing a damn piece of fish out there around a bunch of sharks and stuff, and the fish bleeding. They gonna eat them up, because they do not like that. It's like you mess with one of them, and they already gonna put the word out. Look, such and so coming there, y'all deal with them. And by the time we see this guy, probably another year or two, his name is not gonna be Kevin. It's gonna be Keisha Renisha. That's gonna be his name. Like, instead of Kevin Rayos, it's gonna be Keisha Renisha. That's gonna be his name, because they're gonna change his name. They're gonna keep the first, 2 letters of his name, KE, the same. They're gonna put the key right there. So let me know what you all think about this situation right here. And it's sad, man. If y'all get into it with these females, stop doing stupid shit, because guess what? If you locked up, she gonna go be with somebody else. If you out here and you already arguing with her, she's still gonna be with somebody else. So let that thing go and go find you somebody else you ain't gotta argue with. But evidently he was the loose cannon in the situation, because no stable man in their mind is gonna argue with a female and then go steal cars and shit and have a shootout with the police. What are you trying to prove? Baby, I love you. I'm gonna kill you if you don't come back to me. And she's sitting at home watching popcorn like at the O.J. Simpson chasing a white Ford Bronco. You feel what I'm saying? All this over a damn woman. Many of men have been destroyed for a woman. Ask Samson in Delilah. Ask Samson. Y'all better stop letting these women control y'all and think for y'all. Think with this head and not with that head right there. Because what you need to do, fellas, look. I know it's hard sometimes. You get in the heat of the moment. But man, when some pop in your head say go steal a car, shoot the police, you are tripping. You asking to be killed. And I ain't gonna say he's not lucky because he gotta do life in prison. You should have just held court in the street and waited till everybody came. Just like on Grand Theft Auto, if you're gonna do it like that, you're gonna shoot out the windshield, stand there the whole court, don't run. Cause so you'd rather go in prison to be somebody's bitch, or would you rather die in the streets? Since pay attention, since he made that choice. That's why I don't understand right there. So if you built for that life sentence in prison, small as you is, you go right ahead, more power to you. But I'm telling you this, by the time he gets to that 5th or the 10th year, He gonna wish he had a health court history, and he gonna wish they probably just took him out. You know, he's not gonna probably, he's gonna wish they took him out. Because let me tell you something. What if you live to be 120 years old and he young as hell right now? You know, they're gonna be flying cars and everything, and you just gonna be looking on TV or looking out your cell. Man, that's sad. You know, y'all think before y'all up here making these rational decisions and stuff. Because I guarantee you, if he would have never just shouted it out with the police, he wouldn't have had near about all them charges right there. He would have had some grand theft auto and probably reckless endangerment, but he wouldn't have had all that. But let me know what you all think about this situation right here. And what do you think the punishment? Is it warranted, what they gave him? And also the KY jailer, do you think the cop was justified in him doing it, or was that very unprofessional for him to bring that lube, knowing they gonna tear that boy butt loose? You know, let me know what you all think. Till next time, y'all stay blessed. You like the video, push that like button. You like, subscribe, and share this with all them tough ass people in your family. Since they think they the baddest man alive and stuff, and they just don't know that you got a whole army out there waiting for you to mess up. So the choice is yours. It's your life. You only get one. Live it. Till next time, I'm out.